All right, let's walk the line here for the Tacoma truck. And what are these guys getting these days? You know, Toyota was so known to kind of being a price truck to a degree. And what's this truck here? 36 grand. And, you know, amazing enough, I'm saying to myself right now, wow, that's cheap. Yeah, that's where we are. We've all been brainwashed. I mean, this is borderline what I owned back in the day. 29 grand. And it's a 4-cylinder. And the TRD, this would be 42 grand probably. 41. Look at that. I haven't even priced these things and I know the price. The 41,662. Good looking truck. If that little bigger wheel, a little bigger tire package on it, probably be a little nicer. Has that Chevy. The running joke of the Tundra is it's the Chundra. What's interesting is Kuhn Chevy sent me a little thing in the mail. Happy anniversary on my 2018 Chevy Silverado I bought from them. That was a great truck. That's one vehicle I'm to this day I think, yeah, should I got rid of that thing? We got such great mileage. Yeah, so here we are, just out doing my thing. And yeah, for this type of money. So here's the ball game. These guys say, okay, it's 68 grand. No. This thing's 78 grand. And then be so lucky to get it for 74 grand. That's exactly how this will play out. But here's the thing. This truck has a January inspection on it, and it's February. So when was this truck? This one was probably built in maybe October. Look at the build date here. No, it was built in December. So this truck here has a December build date. Let's just go ahead and get in it. Let's look at the back here. So one thing is you're working on a truck, you get the better storage because of the battery. So that's nice. What's interesting is, I mean, think this through. If this truck got like 19 miles per gallon, then wow. I mean, in comparison for my EcoBoost, yeah, it's pretty cool. So this just has so much more nicer energy to it. It has the whole 1794 edition theme. I mean, this is all, yeah, it looks okay. I mean, I just like the lighter color interior. So here's your push buttons for your different four-wheel drive. Oh, we didn't do drive modes. Interesting. So I'll have to check that out. And then look, the TRD button, TRD shifter, the trailer tow capability. That's all pretty cool. You're off and on. Door, see that happens there. That's interesting. Interesting there. Okay. Boy, I tell you what. Okay, for a minute. Okay, so there's a good old V6. It used to be the V8, motors. And all right, so with any luck, you get some fuel. You have to go do that again. You'd be like, Jesus Christ, can you believe it? All right, now this thing here, our seat, lumbar, this. Okay. Years ago, you could get the TRD exhaust, which was pretty cool. So this has drive modes. So that's something I didn't. Oh, that's awesome. So we're going to see in the Ford product. So you used to sell Fords.
Yeah, like 8 driving modes.
And so what's interesting is in the Ford product, even I didn't know after owning so many years, when you go to that sport mode, it actually opens up the energy for you to be able to actually drive it and get the performance out of it. All right, this here. You have to go over here, and whoops, where's the button here? You gotta go here, and you gotta go hit the keypad, and it's the keypad thing for us to drive the truck around. All right, so this here, electronic, you get this here. Oh, heated steering wheel. Hey, I get a heated steering wheel with this one. Here's your auto lights. Here's your, I guess, your real light. All right, so now got that open there. get up here. What the hell is that? Oh, key not detected. Okay, gotcha. All right. So now, yeah, it's a little fun jumping up in these trucks with no running boards, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now, no electric battery thing that's gonna kind of go in between the drive mode and drive mode not. Yeah, so that's interesting. The Tesla gets away with the front camera all day long, but if you don't own a Tesla, you can't get away with that. You know that? You know what I'm saying? You can drive down the road and get the Tesla. We'll keep the camera on, but then the other manufacturers turned off. So there's a Rivian. I've driven one of those, and I tarnished the Rivian people about that ain't no truck. That ain't no truck. And then you guys, I know guys personally in the Tunes organization. Now you guys with the other organization, they bought a bunch of those. And they lost $250,000 because they bought them off prime price. They thought they could get huge price for them, and they didn't get the money out of them. So it's testing fields. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good little peppy. Yeah. Not too shabby. Not bad. The Power Boost ruins it for the heavy duty series. I mean, literally. That F-150, if I was a Ford sales guy and a guy's going back and forth between an F-150 and I'm like, are you me towing like 18,000 pounds or 15? Like, it used to be, I'd be like, I would buy the Power Boost all day long. Until you drive that truck, you have no idea. And I've been making a lot of videos on that. And so how long ago did you stop selling Fords? You were selling Fords how long ago?
4 or 6 months ago.
Okay, so you just came on to Toyota.
Yeah, I mean, I used to work for Toyota. I used to work for Ford for 2 years.
Yeah. So
switch to Toyota again.
So, I mean, I'm sure you'll say Toyota, but so of the two brands, which do you like more?
I mean, I like F-150 better, personally, because it's smaller.
You like what now?
F-150.
Yeah. Right. But I mean, but as far as the product line goes, I mean, Toyota has it over Ford. People are brainwashed that Toyota will outlive any Ford product, which, yeah, whatever. I mean, years ago, I'd agree with that, but in today's world, it's...
I mean, Toyota has a better resale value, better... It's more reliable, it's for maintenance, everything. But Ford, right, on F-150, I love it, right, on F-150.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We got the... power here, and good power, feels good. Kind of come through the corner here, but you haven't really done the real deal though. So what I do is you go to the sport mode, and does the engine open up a little bit more. So my Fords, what happens is you can feel the energy. You can really feel the truck kind of like take off, and so that's what I see on the Ford product. I'm gonna get this thing cooled down a little bit for you here. And so incredible, it's February. So so you take off in the Ford and you do these different drive modes. It's incredible how there's normal, there's echo. Oh, yep, all right. But for me, I would be, if this truck gets like 19 miles a gallon, I mean, I just don't, when you have a truck, I just don't think the MPG really plays out. I had a Ford Raptor, right? I've had 3 Ford Raptors. My latest Ford Raptor, I just parted with it because it was getting like 11, 12 miles a gallon. But every other Raptor, previous last generation, they got like 15, 16, even 18 sometimes. And that's what drove me to the Power Boost, is I was just so sick of the lousy mileage. So for this truck here, if it really got, like right now we're at 3.9 miles per gallon, but I mean real, because the truck's too damn new, even though the truck has 55 miles on it. So, wonder who's been doing the burnouts in the truck in the back lot, right? So 4 miles per gallon, I don't know. Distance to empty, 55. See, this is such a new, 6 miles. The car is 6 miles on it. Okay. That makes more sense. I'm thinking, holy crow. Now, does this rear view mirror have anything special about it? Does it turn into a camera like the Chevys do and the Jeeps do? You know what I'm talking about? When you can hit a button right here.
Yeah.
There it is. It does. Look at that. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm teaching the guy as we go. I'm his new trainee. Do I get a commission if I could make a sale here? Yeah. Who sold the truck, right? Yeah, nice. I mean, truck's nice. Definitely a truck feel. The sport mode, definitely really cool. So very accommodating. This is dangerous. I don't need to buy this truck. I don't need to buy it. I hear you. But here's the thing. Toyota ain't gonna buy the deal. I've already talked to my key guy. Toyota's totally revamped on how they approve people. So yeah, I'll be a big X because they go off all of the computer generated stuff. They don't go off of emotions. And so kind of get into this a little bit. Not too shabby. Yeah, for a V6 twin turbo, pretty cool. Well, it's interesting. 389 horsepower, I can't remember, 473. Yeah, no, it's still not the Raptor. No, it's still the Raptor, but pretty good. Pretty cool. And then we got the adaptive cruise right here. When I had the first Sequoia, the first year out of adaptive cruise control, back like in 2013, junk. It was so terrible. You'd be driving along, when the rain started raining, it turned off. And this is about as close as you could get to somebody. It would not get any closer. So it's just the worst. You're so far back, and then it would turn off all the time. It was like archaic. But that was just like the first generation of getting the adaptive cruise going and everything.
Right now you have 3 options.
Yeah, you probably have adaptive cruise, non-adaptive, just cruise. Because some people don't want adaptive.
I mean, for distance.
Oh, yeah. Right. But
yeah.
Yeah, but do you know that a lot of people hate the adaptive and they turn it off? So you can go into the features and just turn adaptive off on some cars. Some don't have that. Some cars, and some people hate it. Like older people are like, I don't want adaptive. I just want a cruise control. And they don't trust it and all. But yeah, but it's the same thing. You can put your foot in the brake and it turns off. It's so different. But they're fixated on no. So some vehicles allow. So you just did this. Did you set this up to do this, or it's automatic?
You can turn it off.
Okay, so that's cool. I like it. Yeah, I get it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you have an option there, right?
If you drive less than 9 miles,
right,
it comes on.
And then we got the hold button. So I go down here to the hold button. I can come up here and I can put my brake on. Once I stop, the truck will hold itself. That's cool. All right. So I got my lumbar. I think my lumbar is a little too, I don't know. The seat's pretty bulbous. I kind of feel that. Some of the design, I gotta test that out. So let's see the bulb. Yeah, it's already down. All right, so not too shabby, but here's the thing. So this truck here is what, 68? What's that number?
68,335.
Yeah, and be so lucky if you buy it for 74 because it's 78. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, probably you can go to like 70, 68, like 73, 74. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're going to market. They're going to want $9,000 over, and then it's the game. And, it'll be. Oh man, you only paid $5,000 over. The last guy paid 10 over, but you still got a deal. Yeah. I hear you loud and clear. Yeah. So as far as the Tundras are going, I mean, it looks like you get them in and they disappear. But I don't know. I just think we're so at the. I just think we're right at the curve of that the attitudes are changing and people are kind of really reevaluating. Here's the Tundra. They call us that, right? Do you understand that? You can take that. If you got big enough. Yeah, they take. This is the Tundra. I mean, the running joke when they redesigned the Tundra was it looks like a Chevy, and it kind of has the same lines. And I've had the Chevys and all those. I've had those. But anyways, so as a salesperson, you never want to share the dirty laundry because then you are a victim of your environment. It's just the way we operate. I've owned companies. I mean, it's a running joke of oh no, we're doing beautiful. We're like, oh my God, I got to make a sale. So for me, I think that people, because I have friends in the industry and do this stuff, it isn't what it was. I mean, we're back to pre-pandemic. I think that so many people had an incredible life during the pandemic, and they just don't want to raise their hand and say, yeah, it's pre-pandemic again. It's back to the way it used to be, but the dealerships don't want to talk about it because they're still kind of struggling getting the inventory, but they don't want to lose that fat margin that they're getting on these vehicles. But the reality is, things have changed, and I think more people are really like, I don't know if I want to get caught up in paying such big money for a car that down the road I'm going to pay dearly for. And that's really what it comes down to. When you pay that big money for this thing, if by the end of this year there's a gazillion Tundras, you have so made a huge loss. That's the concern. Like, I just bought the new F-150 powerboost. There's no doubt in my mind, by the time the end of the year comes around, that truck will have $5,000, $10,000 rebates from the factory. There's just no doubt in my mind. I already know that. I mean, but it's okay. I love the truck and whatever. It's a business expense, whatever, you know. But at the same time, if I'm the average individual, you have to say to yourself, if I'm going to pay like $5,000 over this truck, yeah, 6 months, 9 months from now, I think the odds are you're maybe paying sticker, you may be getting a little off. I mean, but for me, Toyota never has been the big Tundra example of the brand, the three domestic guys, where they throw huge discounts. I've never seen that with Tundra. You know, they've always been discounts some, but I've never seen the craziness like you do with, as you know, if you sold Fords, crazy, 10 grand, 15, 20 grand off. You know what I mean? Remember those days?
It's like, it was like 4 or 5 grand rebate.
Yeah.
Or 0%. And
yeah.
Right now, there's no good APR.
Right. I get it. Yeah, it's a nice truck. I mean, this truck really is nice, no doubt. Pricey's all get out. You know, I mean, for me, you know, tell Sammy, run the numbers. I can tell you right now, I think, I just already know it. Toyota's going to be a hardball. I mean, I can't believe it. I haven't, you know, I've been on the highest part of the mountain. I've been in the ditch, in the gully. I mean, I'm not lying. I've had my day in life of being very successful and then being extremely not successful. But I never burned Toyota. Never. Did I burn other people? Yeah, I did. I had to make a choice of what car I keep. Never did it to Toyota. Never. In 40 years. I'm not embellishing you. I'm talking 40 years of relationship with Toyota Financial, and now for them to be like, who the hell are you? I'm like, wow. I can't believe it. So, yeah, nice truck. Pretty cool. It's a truck. This thing drives like a truck. I mean, this is the real deal. This is a truck. So if you want the truck, and the V6 on its own, it's good. It doesn't really give you the whine of a V6. I mean, they took away the iForce 5.7 V8 out of this thing, which a lot of people thought that was a mistake, but it's all about the carbon footprint and the blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's up. I'll go to the next one. So, nice. Very nice. Man, too bad it didn't have that iForce Max. Wow, yikes. But here's the challenge. Tyson Toyota. I go to Tyson Toyota. They're going to be the same story you are. Hey, be so lucky to get one. Nice. Hit the button. They're going to hit the button. You're going to be they like you. These people like you. You haven't, like, created the hate of the hate when you do something devious to somebody else, right? Yeah, that's a good thing. All right, so I guess we put it back in the same spot. That's the idea. The gentleman here is asking, how do I like it? I like the truck, but it's really not the package I was thinking I'd want to buy, because I like the idea of the hybrid setup. But the thing is, it's expensive as all get out. You know, so it's like nothing. Oh, this is nice. I'd rather have this. See here, look. I mean, why? I mean, this is so much better. Look, your gas cap. Cut the gas cap. Look. See, my new Ford powerboost has that electronic gas cap. There's no doubt in my mind, when we have a freezing day or freezing rain day, that thing's not going to pop. It's not going to pop. I mean, it's just terrible design. All right, so this here, totally different. Look at, not even near the fans, that battery pack. What that's all about. Not all the battery stuff up in there. But, you know, what's just concerning here is this truck is as much or more than the, how much is that truck over there? I don't even know. 61 was it?
Price?
Yeah, this one here. So if you ever hear the
70 something, 71 I think. Yeah, 71.
Oh, it is 71. Okay, I'm getting confused. Okay, so it's 71 and that one's 68. Right. Okay. And that's the TRD 4x4. This is not the TRD 4x4. So that's got that. Yeah, nice. Got the chrome mirrors. Pretty cool. And we looked at the back here. Pretty nice. So how's the back seat in comparison to this one here? Here.
Look at the roomier than F-150.
I think they're the same. That F-150 back seat's huge. See, this is a 5.5 foot bed, right? See where Toyota kind of gets it. You can get the hybrid setup in a 6.5 foot bed. As far as I know, the Ford you cannot. powerboost does not let a 6. So that's a thing that's kind of nice for the Ford or the Toyota product. And the good old days, the rear window rolled down. Does it still do that? Really? Does the rear window roll down? That was a really cool feature. Let's see if it does that still. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so where is that button? Probably up here. Or up here. Probably up here.
So this is for...
Oh, that's so cool. You know, why wouldn't Ford, you know what I mean? That is so cool. Why wouldn't other guys do that?
Ford has a slight window.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying a complete roll down window.
Yeah,
I love
cool.
that feature. That is so cool. Wow. That's interesting. Oh, that's the drain lines for this cover. But the power supply, nothing radical on that by any means. This is here just a regular plug. Nothing. You can't get much out of those things. The rear. Oh, look. Okay, it does have. This is probably about a 10K maybe tow package, be my guess.
Turn it off.
Yeah. I just want to hear the engine. I was wanting to see what's moving up there, and so the lights should see us here. Okay, that's so funny. So okay, there it is. LED lighting. That's nice. Okay, a lot of the manufacturers these days still use analog lighting. And does this have remote start?
With the app.
I'm sorry.
With the app, Toyota app.
Okay.
Same as a Toyota Ford app.
Yep.
So you have same access, same as a Toyota.
Well, my Kia, my Ford has remote start.
This one doesn't.
But is that an option as far as can you get a setup where you have remote start on the key fob? Do you know?
Let me see. Some of them comes with actually, but you need to try to see which one has it.
Yeah, that's fine. So you've had this one. What's interesting is I'm the guy that looks at all the cars. So this one's been here since January. The other cars have been here since February. So this is, oh, you do have it. Yeah. So okay. How'd you do it? Just hold the button.
Yeah, you need to.
And you hold it down and turn off.
So you need to press 3 times, and third time hold it for 15 seconds.
Okay. Nice. So it does have it.
Yeah.
All right. My powerboost lights, they turn. Do these?
Adaptive light.
Do those turn?
These are not adaptive. You can solve it.
So it's pretty cool at nighttime. They turn as you turn. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's
pretty
adaptive.
neat.
It's called adaptive headlights.
Right.
So it's
nice.
adjusts itself with the steering wheel.
Right. All righty, we're escaping without buying anything, which that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, so we're heading out of here, and you know, it's just incredible. It's kind of the same old story where the inventory is very tight, and a lot of used stuff's on the front line. It's not necessarily the Toyota product. Nice truck. I really am kind of taken back. That Tundra's better than I thought it would be. From the conversations, this is so stupid. There we go. The conversations of these car journalists have really, you know, to me, have made it sound like the truck isn't what you think it is. And actually, it's a nice truck. But I will tell you this, the Ford product, I think, is the better of the two. I mean, I can honestly say right now, after driving that truck, I think the Ford PowerBoost is a smoother, more comfortable, more powerful feeling truck than that Tundra. And which that, like, wow. I mean, even for me, wow. All right, we're leaving Priority Springfield. Interesting, of all the cars I've bought, I've never been here, never tried to do a deal. And it's a big operation. And right next door, there's a Toyota Tundra for sale. It has the, let's go over and look. I mean, so that's kind of interesting. This right here, next door dealer, the Safford. I've bought stuff from them over the years, but here you go. So this is the, what package is this? It is probably the limited. Oh, the capstone. Oh boy. Pricey. So that truck right there, I haven't looked at it. I guarantee it's $80,000, $90,000. That would be my guess. That's what they're wanting out of it. And so now we're going to the Ram section. And what do they have here, right? What is their where's their TRX trucks, right? I don't know. I'm not really fixated on that. Now we're getting into the Hyundai area, and all this is interesting. So they lock down, you'll be able to drive through here. It's so stupid. So they don't let you drive through, so I got to turn around and go back. What's that all about? I mean, good Lord. Boy, I tell you what, I guess this area is rampant of just the theft. It just seems like which doesn't surprise me. You know, this is right around that DC, we're right here in the DC metro area. So just a whole different world. But hey, I get to go down here one more time and look at all the Ram trucks that are sitting here on the lot. And what do they got here? Yeah, see, for me, the Ram 1500, they're nice trucks. And I just bought that package right there years ago. But they ride so smoothly, just incredible how smooth those trucks are. I mean, they're driving like an SUV. It's like driving a Jeep Grand Wagoneer, basically. And then the Toyota Capstone, what the story on this vehicle here is. I'll have to go on their website and see what they're trying to get out of that truck. Yep. But for me, I really wanted to drive that truck. And I'm the type of person that really likes to kind of touch. I talk about my videos all the time is people think that one day I just out of the blue go out and buy my buy the vehicle. And yeah, in all sincerity, the PowerBoost, total just out of the blue buy that vehicle. I mean yeah, no doubt. But usually I kind of check things out, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm kind of looking at the Tundra, and I'm trying to think, does it make any sense on that vehicle? And if anything, I'm driving away with just me really more than ever saying my Ford PowerBoost, it's the better truck. It really is. I think that Ford's really done a phenomenal job. And if anybody has a Tundra, I wouldn't be per se unhappy with the Tundra by any means, but at the same time, I would say, did you ever drive the Ford F-150 PowerBoost? Just a really nice package, and it just seems smoother. Seems like the engine's smoother, the transmission's smoother. It seems like the management of the battery, of how it keeps the truck off and on, is a little better. And then just the overall interior, the quality wise, I would say is every bit of the Toyota, if not maybe a little better, because the Toyota it really seems like they've kind of, from the last 1794 edition that I owned, it just seems like they've kind of taken back that really high-end plush quality feel. And that's what you hear in the review of that Tundra truck, is you hear that the journalists are critical of the plastic feel of the truck, and then they're critical of how they feel like the truck really drives like a truck. But if anything, it radiates more of a not up to date with the GM and the Ford product. This is interesting. So this has me going back home. I'm in the prime time traffic now. And yeah, what do I do for my subscribers to give you the of being here with me, and you don't have to go out and do what I just did? I mean, I'm an hour and 15 minutes away. I won't get home until 5 o'clock. I mean, I'm in prime time rush hour traffic now. And this person here. So anyways, you know, kind of long videos, but that's just who I am. I talk and I talk and I talk, and that's what I do. So, have I wrapped it up yet? I wouldn't say I've wrapped up the whole conversation, but I'm just kind of heading back in now and just kind of thinking out loud of my impressions of the Toyota Tundra. It's a nice truck, it's pricey, and yeah, do they have ADM? They do, not radical. So right now, basically they're wanting like $2,000 over, and the conversation was they're really active and wanting to move the truck. And I just really think the day is here, where more than ever people are just starting to really pull back. And anybody's a car salesperson or a YouTube subscriber or anybody out there that has more information than me, but me being out in the field as much as I am, I just feel like it's not the mad rush that we witnessed during the pandemic. And the pre-pandemic is kind of here. And so with the people pulling back, it's inevitable that the lots are going to get fuller of vehicles. And that's what it's all about. If people quit going out and buying cars, yeah, hypocrite like crazy, right? And we all know that these dealerships are going to start going back to the old days, where between the dealership and the manufacturer, they're going to be like, wow, we gotta do something to get these cars off the lots. Well, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to cut the prices. But right now, it's still kind of the attitude that be so lucky to get one and yabba dabba do, if you kind of know what I'm saying on that. So weird on what they're doing to me here. Oh, I'm gonna get on the Fairfax County Parkway. So to me, I think I'm on the Fairfax County Parkway, but I'm not. So isn't that interesting? And here's the Maverick truck, which is just a little champ. And to think about the price of this truck compared to the Tundra, I mean, just wow. It's just some people are going out and spending $70,000 to $80,000 on these trucks. That's kind of where the market is. And that capstone, that's like a $90,000 or $100,000 truck. For what? I mean, sincerely, for what? It's not like a Raptor, you know, it's a high-end, very high-end truck. Wow. Is it the GMC Denali competitor? But here's the thing, it doesn't have the Blue Cruise, doesn't have the Highway Cruise. So for the Toyota product, it doesn't even have the technology that Ford's offering or GM's offering. But yet they're wanting these really high-priced trucks. Wow. So that's another thing I didn't even think about right now as I'm speaking, that the Ford powerboost, that's got the Blue Cruise technology in it. That's huge. So I think the technology side, and then the payload and the trailer sway package, I don't know. Does the Tundra have the trailer sway, you know, package? So I think personally, I can't see that truck handling the heavy weights that I've done with my powerboost the same way. I think it'd be more of a freaky type of feel, like, wow. I'd have to look up the Tundra to see if it has. I should ask the salesman back there, does it have trailer sway? And if it does not, no way is that truck going to handle the big loads like what I've been doing with mine. There's no way. So at the end of the day, yeah, Tundra's nice, but if I had to choose between the two trucks, the powerboost wins all day long in my book. Would it be neat to have the Tundra? I'm just a car guy, likes to have different vehicles. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a nice vehicle. I mean, here's the thing. If I was able to get rid of my Ford Ranger in place for that truck, and the numbers made sense, would I do something like that? Yeah, I would possibly do it, but no way. Because the Ford Ranger isn't holding its value, so there's a negative. And the Tundra is holding its value to get premium price, so there's a negative. So for me to make the numbers work on giving up my Ranger to make any sense, you know, it won't make any sense. because it'd be just too much money. The debt and everything else for what? But yeah, if I was able to get rid of my Ranger and within realm of the obligation and the payments weren't too out of kilter, then it makes sense. But there's no way. We're talking about a $44,000 truck versus a $70,000 truck. So that's not going to happen either. But once again, anybody who's watched my channel, I'll tell you right now, the Ford F-150 powerboost wins. It's the better of the two. It really is. That's where I would put my money. All right, to make any more videos, I think that's be it for the day. So I may make some more comments, and we'll just see as the day progresses. Now, here's something to think about. The salesperson there, great guy, nice guy. You're watching my channel. Thank you for your time today. And just a really nice guy and genuine. And he's sold vehicles from Texas to Mississippi, Louisiana. So he's sold vehicles throughout the country. And really interesting, being my theme of my conversations today is all about trucks. And he was a Ford truck guy, and he really does like the Ford F-150 truck. I think he's watching my channel. I think he'd probably be like, yeah, there's no doubt that F-150 truck's a very nice truck. I don't think he'd take it as an insult by any means. And not wanting to be, just kind of telling it the way it is that I see it. But what I'm bringing up about him is he was talking about how the truck market in the Texas area, the Mississippi area, it's a huge difference in the customer base versus this area. So this area is not even close to the truck, love, the truck sales. And he was just showing me a website where he used to work at a Ford dealership where they have all these custom like F-250 trucks and everything, and $150,000, $165,000. That's something I meant to bring up. This morning I think I talked about the Ford F-250, the Velocity Restoration Company out of Florida. And wow, so those guys, if you want to get a custom built, a retro Ford F-250, the 70s, the 5th generation truck look, two-door, single cab. Jay Leno's YouTube channel has it. If you want to look at it, $320,000. $280,000 for the base truck unless you start doing little extra things to it. And do they have a waiting list? And then they do the retro Broncos. And, same thing. Beyond unbelievable. People out there are spending $300,000 for a retro F-250 truck. Wow. So anyways, what made me think of that was the gentleman here that's at the Priority Toyota. He was talking about how just a whole different market. This area here, basically it's the Tesla market, the SUV market. It's the car market. It's not the huge truck customer base. It just is nothing, just not even close to what he sells in a different part of the country. It's the truck love, which in this area, if you just look around, video of the dominant things driving down the road here, and it's going to be more of your cars than your trucks, their SUVs, the crossovers. We're in the dead of traffic, so a lot of driving to go get home, and this has got the start-stop thing going. So if you just look right here, as I'm sitting here talking to you, like cars, SUV, cars and SUVs. So you go to another part of the country, and I guess he's saying you're going to see just a dominant trucks. And that's what I talked about earlier in my conversation today, was what drives the individual to the truck. What's driving the individuals in this area to not be buying the trucks as much as those in the other parts of the country to want the trucks. And I think it's because of the demographics, and is it more country, not so much the city life that we have here, the suburbanite, life. I don't know. I don't live in those areas, but that'd be my guess. And I think the demographics too, and the job market. But yeah, I mean, look at this, just dominant cars. And for me, I really haven't been focused on this before, but it is interesting now that I'm talking about it. And yeah, look, it's just dominant. There's a few trucks, but then just, you know, car after car after car, Tacoma. It's just, that's the market. Anyways, all right. I'll maybe say some few more things before we wrap it all up. And another thing. You know, just looking at my Maverick seats here in the center console, stitching and, you know, kind of the material here, and looking up here in the dash, and I just got thinking, wow, overall, this Maverick, you know, in comparison to that Tundra, it's not like the Tundra is like killer higher end, you know, material. I think the dash on the Tundra is probably a little bit more is nicer. You know, definitely the infotainment, but I'm just saying overall, the vehicle per se, it's not like that. And that's one thing I read. The biggest thing I read perspective on the Tundra was the interior quality wasn't up to their expectations. The fuel mileage wasn't up to their expectations. They claim the fuel mileage of that V6 motor is not really that great. The power for that big a truck wasn't that great. So there's just so many things that these journalists are being so kind of critical of. I'm not talking about the iMAX Force. I'm talking about the iForce non-hybrid package, and then just how the truck just didn't have that same kind of performance truck feel to it that radiated through the other GM and Ford and Ram type of comparisons. Yeah, I mean, I really was surprised because I thought the Tundra was I think the Tundra's a pretty cool looking truck. It's got pretty cool lines, but at the same time, there's such a following of Toyota people that love the Tundra. I just can't see that that's going to change the loyal Toyota customers. I just can't see it. I think that your typical Tundra person will buy that new truck, but also, you know, journalists like it's kind of getting a little pricey as well, which it is. But what isn't? But hey, I'm not pricey, am I? Are you getting to pay to watch my channel? I don't think so. Not that I know of. Do I need to figure something out here? I'm working for free. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, something's going on up here. Now, what does this tag say? AKA PMP? Achilles Pimp? Look at that. That afternoon. Look at here. Here we go. Look at all the cars. What's the ratio to cars versus trucks, right? Yes, and our salesman there was really sharing information, which was really nice of him. And he's talking about, I was like, why do you sell Ford? If you're selling Ford before, why didn't you sell Ford up in this market? And just general conversation between the two of us, but then I got to thinking after I left, yeah, I can kind of see what he's thinking. If you think about the Ford product line, Ford kind of took away the car platform besides the Mustang. So Ford's dominant product, if you think about it, is the trucks. And then you got the SUVs. But I got to think to myself, maybe the Bronco, but for the Toyota side, if you're a salesperson up in this area, you're going to have a much broader market on the, I guess, more catering to the car side of the market here, because Toyota has more cars to offer to the consumer, like the Camry, the Corolla, the Avalon, and then they got the SUV market pretty well positioned with the Highlander and the RAV4. And so in that aspect, I guess that if you're a car salesman, your thought is you have a broader reach of the consumer base in this area versus because he worked in a different market where the truck market was so strong, but it's not here. So I can understand why he would probably favor Toyota, that you just have more diversified product line, because Toyota doesn't have the 3/4 ton, 1 ton you know, the vans, just doesn't have that commercial side of the sales. So I guess you take the position that if you try to get into a Ford dealership and get the commercial sales side, somebody probably has that a little more locked up maybe, and then you're better off taking a more residential, more, you know, average consumer side of the business. Just kind of speaking off the tip of my tongue. That's interesting, you know what I mean? But yeah, now that I'm kind of, it's really interesting now that he's opened my attention to the traffic in my area that I live here. And right, it's huge, you know, it's huge on more vehicles than trucks. I'll have to drive to Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi just to see the roads. And anybody on my YouTube channel, they could probably say, yeah, watching your video versus you came to my neighborhood, you'd see a truck every third or fourth car or fifth car. Look at that. Look at that accident. Whatever happened back there, that was not an accident. Something happened in that car. And look, it just totally shut down the road. Hope I don't find that out where I'm going today. Yeah, the roads. But the traffic's back. This DC area. Wowsker. It's beyond believable. A week ago today, I was borderline pulling out to go to Tennessee. I mean, it's just incredible. After I crested the hill here over the mountain, I'm just thinking, man, just time. A week ago today, I was in the truck and trailer heading to Tennessee. Oh, the Maverick. This thing just rocks. This is such a great truck. I mean, it's just such a great vehicle. Yep. Time. How do you capture time? What's going on over there? Interesting. Greenhouse effect. Yep, the traffic, I was telling you about this Waterford area, and it'd be just a solid stream of traffic. This is a major cut through from Virginia to the backside of Maryland, and wow, just the roads, but the traffic here is nothing like it used to be. I mean, there's at least 30% of the people still off the road in this area, so you can't even imagine. I would say conservative 20%. Look at this, 68 degrees out. I mean, just incredible. Yeah, unbelievable. This whole, yep, like no, the people say global warming. Global warming. As we have a blizzard in March. Oh, what a beautiful day we're having here. And I guess we're going to have to wrap up the day here on the Ice Age TV YouTube channel. Look at this here. Just a beautiful setting here for the sun coming over the mountain over there. Just a beautiful country here per se. And yeah, it's been a great day. Got a lot accomplished, and it's just a Tundra versus the rest. Name of the title, or is it Tundra versus the best? Yeah, I think that's a better name. The Tundra versus the best. Still a lot of open land up here. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching my channel and subscribing and supporting me. I appreciate that, and hope this YouTube video helps you figure out what you want to do for your next truck purchase. And I think I know. So God bless. Stay safe. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow morning. Have a great evening.